raises abusers? They're enablers. Evil mothers, evil fathers. Those people raise abusers. Abusers don't become abusers overnight. They've been enabled. Their behavior started as a child. They've been enabled by their parents or backing them up, clearly seeing what this kid is doing is wrong, but they still back them up instead of cutting that behavior off to say, stop it, this is not right. Make them respect women, make them respect other people. But no, they enable them to be disrespectful to the girls their age when they are little, until when they grow they feel like this is normal. And you find these evil, toxic mothers that enable their boys to actually insult their sisters, to actually be rude, be horrible to their sisters, instead of being soft, kind, knowing that this is a girl, let me take care of her, this is a girl, let me be kind, let me be loving towards her, let me protect her. No, they raise boys to be harsh, horrible, evil, mean, full of ego, ignorant. They are raising monsters. At the end of the day, these same mothers, when these boys one day start dating, they make them hate their girlfriends or their wives. They want these boys to actually just be nice to them and not to the girlfriends. And this is why you find men these days that are enabler. So many people can enable this. It's not just, I'm saying, just parents. Could be, some of them are orphans, okay? Some of them grew up in orphanages. There are those aunties in the orphanages, those people out there, the responsibles of the orphanage, responsible for kids. Those people are also enabling these kids, abusing them, teaching them that it's all right to abuse. Whenever they do something, they're never held accountable. They are left to actually get away with so much. This is why they grew up with entitlement. They grew up thinking, I can do this, I can do that, and it's all right. I can get away with it. And they do get away with it, you know. And they grow up, they actually go and abuse their own wives or girlfriends and girlfriends' children, or even their own children. How awful. So the parents that do this could be a father or both mom and dad in the same house, toxic home. This is where the abusers are actually coming from. Some of them are toxic single mother home. Some of them are toxic single father home with a stepmother. And some of them, the orphanages, this is where they come from. With those horrible ladies that teaches them it's all right to actually be horrible to women. It's all right to be horrible to other boys, you know. So this is where the abusers come from. This is where the abusers are actually raised abusive. They are raised abusive. They are raised and they're enabled to do whatever they do. They see it as normal and they know that nobody stops them, nobody corrects them, that this what they're doing is not all right, you know. They are entitled to other people's life. They can take it. They can abuse you. They can do whatever they want. They know they won't get away. Even the justice system enables them as well. By when you go to the police station or to court, they enable these abusers. They let them get away. They pay bail and they're out. This is why the abuse never stops. It will always carry on. They will carry on abusing and abusing and abusing and abusing. And nobody will stop them from doing that until they kill somebody. Even after they're killing people, whether they are wives, their partners, they still come out of jail. And because they never got enough punishment, they do the very same thing again with a different woman, you know. So if abusers isn't stopped as a child, it never stops. It carries on. Even as an adult, they carry on with the same abuse because they don't know what to do. They were never stopped. They were never taught anything. They were that behavior was never cut off. So this is why for them to abuse is normal. And I think mothers of boys, mothers of horrible girls, we can do better. I'm not a mother of a boy, but one day in future I would be one. Who knows? But I'm raising my daughter not to be a horrible person to anybody. Okay? I'm raising my daughter to also be aware. I'm not raising in a naive way like I was. I'm raising her in a way where I don't want her to be abusive to any boys. Or she must also, I'm raising her in a way for her to also be aware of the boys' abuse and step away. I am not going to raise my daughter to hate anybody at all. I think mothers of boys have a lot of work to do. Because most mothers of boys, some of them are single, some of them are with the parents, but also in the same home, but separated, or some of them living they're together and stuff. Your husband, if he's abusive towards you, your boy is gonna do the same thing towards other girls in future. So your boy is gonna start abusing kids in school, other girls in school, and goes off to high school and goes into university and get married tomorrow, still abusing people until he kills somebody. If you see that your husband has been abusing you, please take the lead, walk away. Walk away, teach this boy that it's not all right to abuse a woman. What your father is doing to me, it's not all right. Or what I'm doing to your father by slapping him, it's not all right. By insulting him or devaluing him, it's not all right. It's not okay. That's not love. That's abuse. Let's teach our boys to be better. Because many people have questions. They're actually asking, who are raising these boys? Who are raising these boys? Sometimes our aunties that enable them, grandparents, whoever's are raising boys. I think you can do a better job. Whether it's an orphanage or whatever facility it is. Whether it's a home or whatever, you can do better. Because boys today, the way they're killing women, it is insane. People today, these men, they prefer not divorcing the woman. They rather kill the woman. Or some women, they prefer not divorcing the man. They rather kill the man. All this because of material things. Or all this because I feel entitled to that person. So because we got married or we are together, nothing worked, so we can't get divorced, or we can't go our separate ways. She needs to die, or he needs to die. I don't think that's the way of life. I don't think we are created to actually determine whether the other person deserves to live or die. It's not up to us. If they're no longer with me, they mustn't be with the next person. I need to kill them. I need to make them feel so less than they feel about themselves, to bring insecurities, to actually, so they can just not carry on without me. That is pure evil and selfish. We were not born together in the same household. Even if we were, you have no right to take my life. I have no right to take your life. So just because this person refused this does not mean they deserve to die. Obviously, there is something wrong that you are doing, and you refuse to look in and work on yourself to actually try and make things better. But because you were raised by enablers, so you go on and do whatever you like. You ask a girl for a sweet or for her number, she refuses, you throw her sand, or you swear at her. You see? And the mother just looks at laughing, instead of correcting that. And the father just looks, my boy is becoming a man. Oh my gosh, he refused to be rejected by a woman. Oh my word. Instead of correcting that is wrong, you get that boy home. You tell him, this is not how you treat a lady. That's not how you treat a boy. You treat a lady with dignity and respect. Know that she is born to be a princess. You were born to be the prince. Or when you are older, you could be a king. Not because there should be a title or anything. It's just that I believe that people should raise this man with dignity, this man with respect, and with protection kind of love, protecting women. You know, women walking around and feeling safe next to men. But no, the way they were raised is that their parents are doing the very same things, and sometimes they're raised with these beatings and abuse at home. How can that make a better man? No. These parents, I think The parents should be held accountable. All the parents and wherever they grew up, whether it's a home somewhere, they should be held accountable. They need to look at these things, because the world is becoming a horrible place. And women these days, they rather stay single than actually being in a relationship, because single, you live longer and with a happy home, and you are much happier with yourself, and you are free, and you're at peace, than having a man next to you, because he wants to do that and you don't want to do that, and so there is a problem. And because we need to do what he says, or he needs to be controlling my life, or otherwise we just have to stay fighting, quarreling the whole day. It's insane. It is insane. Okay, so abusers are actually raised by abusers. Abusers don't make themselves abusers. There is a tiny little monkey outside. It is so cute. Look at that. I hope you can see it. Look at that. Can you see it? It's right there. It's right there. It's moving. It is so cute. Left. It left. It's left, so it's gonna jump. These monkeys. So yeah, I'm calling on the boy parents, especially boy parents. You can do better. Raise your boys better, please. Like, the world is tired of crying for the beautiful women who are being killed. Raise your kids. If a woman is leaving, it's because you need to work on yourself. There's something that's wrong that you are doing that she doesn't like, or there's something wrong that you're doing that he doesn't like. Girls as well. There are a lot of women that are very abusive. A lot of girls that are very abusive. In this channel, I'm not just going to be pointing boys, even though I was abused by a boy, but I also witnessed girls abusing men, okay? So girls can do better. Girls can do better. Just because things didn't work out doesn't mean that you deserve to die. Doesn't mean that if, like I was told, if I can't have you, no man will. Just because if, you can't have him, no woman will. Don't do that. That is absolutely ridiculous, It's not you to determine. You're not God on this earth to actually, nobody was put on this earth to actually hold anybody else's life, to say, if you don't, I take you out, or then I'll bring you back. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't take nobody else's life. Nobody was born for such. So we can do better as boys, mothers, girls, mothers. It goes for me that I'm a girl mom. I'm doing my best. Okay, I grew up to be abusing, gaslighting, controlling, and all of this. I don't believe in that. I don't like that. Raising my daughter with freedom, peace, love. She knows so much. She's very, very smart, and I'm so incredibly proud of her. And yeah, I so far, like, let's raise our daughters well. Let's raise our boys well. Raise them well. The next generation shouldn't be like the other generations of abusers. Please, it needs to be a generation of love, and a generation of freedom. Kids being free and being themselves, and not identifying each other by colors or whatever. Please, we can do better than that. Come on. Okay, I will see you on my next video, and just know that you're gorgeous just the way you are. Bye.